everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a video on liquid eyeliners. I've been meaning to do this video for a little while now, but I thought I'd try out a few more before I'd recommend my favorites, as well as tell you a few that are hits and misses. So I will start off with saying that I use a liquid eyeliner almost every single day. I do not use a pencil eyeliner. So I know many people do. I find it doesn't stay on my eyes as well as I can't get a wing. So these ones are just going to be all my liquid eyeliner favorites. I will go through them, let you know all of the brands and stuff, but if I forget anything, everything will be linked down below as per usual. Let's jump in and get started. So one of my favorites is just a drugstore product. It can be purchased from any drugstore that's local to you. It is Physicians Formula. So this one is Physicians Formula Eye Booster. It's just a typical eyeliner. This one is in blackest black. It does come in black or black brown, I believe. So you can kind of see there it's just a normal pen tip, and it's really pigmented. So with this one, I find that it's an actual brush at the tip, opposed to being like foam, silicone, anything like that. It's an actual brush. So it mimics what it would look like if you used an actual brush to put on your liquid eyeliner. So this one does last me a long time as well. With a few others that I will mention, I do find that I go through them really quickly, or they get dull, or the product runs out, that kind of thing, very, very quickly. With this one here, I know you're supposed to throw your eyeliners out like every 2 to 3 months, but I don't use the same one every single day. So this one seems to last me up to 6 months, and it's around, I think, $15 at the drugstore. They're always coupons or on sale, so always watch for that. But again, I will link all the prices and where you can purchase it down below. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster. So lastly, it does say that when you use this eyeliner, it will give you a little bit of conditioning to your eyelashes, because you are putting your eyeliner so close to the lash line. This does have like a conditioner in it that will help with growth process with your eyelashes, as well as like lengthen them and make sure they're healthy. So that's something to keep in mind as well. I have not noticed that this will help with my eyelashes. I used it before I even had eyelash extensions, and I didn't notice it helping with that scenario of my eyelashes, but that's what it claims to do. Okay, so next I just got a mini one from Sephora. I really wanted to try this one. It's the Kat Von D Tattoo Eyeliner. So you can kind of see this one's just a mini guy here. I did not like this. So this was definitely a miss for me. I found it was very translucent. So if you wanted to go over it, you can kind of see, even compared to that one, it's a little bit more translucent. Again, this one is a brush head, opposed to like a foam applicator or a silicone applicator. This one is a brush. This one is quite expensive as well. I would compare the brush head to something like the Physicians Formula one that I just spoke about, but the formula is completely different. So it is a lot more sheer. This small one I think goes for like $14. The big one goes for like $26, $28 at Sephora. I'm sure you can purchase it at Ulta, those kind of things as well. But Sephora here in Canada, I do find like even on my hand, you can see that it's a little bit more sheer, as well as if you want to build it up, and you want to go back in and add another layer, it really balls off, and you can't layer it. So say you've missed a spot or you want to even out that eyeliner, you cannot layer it. You cannot go back in and fix it, because it's just going to peel it off. So definitely a miss for me. I would not purchase a full size of this. I know so many people who love it. I'm unsure if maybe the full size is different formula, different product than what the minis are. That obviously wouldn't be a great marketing scheme, but if it is, let me know down in the comments, because I know so many people who love it, but I just don't love it. So next is one of my all-time favorites. This is the Stila Waterproof Eyeliner. This is a liquid pen form as well. As you can tell, I do like the pen forms. I find it's a lot easier, especially for someone who's like even a beginner. Pen forms of liquid eyeliners are quite easy to use and quite simple. So definitely give that a try. This one is super pigmented. So it's the very last one that I just put there. I only use black eyeliners. Sometimes I use browns and stuff, but more so in a pencil form. But if I'm doing a cat eye, I always use black eyeliners. So that's why these are always black. They mostly do come in browns as well, if you're a brown kind of girl, and that's also another option. But for right now, I'm just showing all the blacks, because that's all I have and that's all I use. So again, this is a Stila Waterproof Eyeliner. I love this one. Like, emphasize love. I go back for it every single time, even though there is a downfall to it. So with this eyeliner, it's $26. It may have went up to $28. I'm not positive. I purchased mine from a beauty boutique. You can purchase it from Sephora, Ulta, that kind of thing as well. But it does get dull. So like I started off with, the first ones do have like a brush applicator, meaning that it's never going to get dull and it's never going to wear out. Something like this does. So because this one is more of like a foam tip, so you can kind of see it gets like bendy. Because it's a foam tip, it does get worn out. I guess that's their marketing thing as well, because you would use it 3 months and then it would get dull and then you'd have to purchase a new one. I do find that it does have lots of products still left in it, but because the tip is dull, you cannot get that point on your eyeliner. So I do normally like do this across the eye and then go in and make a wing with a different eyeliner. Because I love the formula, I love how pigmented it is, but it still comes off easily when you use a makeup remover, even though it is waterproof. Stila is a great brand, a brand that I always use, but again, I find that the tip gets so dull so quickly. So a great eyeliner. It's great as well if you're not doing a huge wing. So next is the NYC eyeliner. So again, this is a drugstore eyeliner. This one's even cheaper than the Physicians Formula. I believe this one's like $3.99. It is a brush. So you have a little pot here and you pull it out. So not a pen form, more of a brush. This one is super pigmented as well, but you have to be careful with it. So it's the bottom one that I just put on there. It is a matte formula, so it dries completely matte. So the rest of them are mostly glossy. You have a little bit of a glossy shine to them, but this one will dry completely matte. You have to be careful though, because I find with a pen, you have a little bit more of a steady hand. With a pot or a brush, you have to be a little bit more careful. What I do recommend is if you are doing your makeup, make sure your elbow is on a sturdy surface. So your makeup table, anything like that, then go in and do your eyeliner. Just so your hand isn't shaking, just so you have a sturdy surface to focus on your eyeliner. Like I said though, you have to be a lot more careful. I would recommend a pen one for someone who's starting off with eyeliner or cat eyeliner and then move into something like this. I know Nikki Tutorials, another YouTuber here on YouTube, does like a pen eyeliner all over to get the shape and then fills it in with the NYC one just to get that matte look. So definitely a recommendation if you want to go that route as well. But it is a great eyeliner. It is not waterproof, but it does stay quite well. So next one is more of, it's kind of a clash between a gel and a liquid. So this is the Benefit push-up eyeliner. This one's in black. I do have it in blue and brown as well. So this one is a silicone applicator, because you can kind of see there that it is a slanted applicator. So you twist up the bottom and then the product comes out the top. With this one as well, you have to be a little bit more skilled. It was promoted so that it's good for beginners, good for first-time users of liquid eyeliner, but that is not what I would say. It's not what I would recommend. You have to have a steady hand, as well as it's a product that builds up and balls off if you have too much product. So you need to kind of do a trial and error run with it, because once you put it on and you have too much product, it's too hard to spread out. Plus it like comes off. It dries so quickly, which is obviously a bonus. But if you're not quick with your hands, it can dry and then you won't be able to put another layer. You won't be able to move it. So just make sure you go slow, little section of your eye at a time with this eyeliner. It is great though. It is waterproof. It's going to stay all day. But another catch to it is that you should be using their real makeup remover. I do have it. It works great for every other eyeliner as well. So I do use it for my eyes because I do have eyelash extensions. So it works great for that, as well as it takes this eyeliner off really, really well, obviously, because it's made for it. But it is, again, another $29 on top of this eyeliner, which is $29 itself. So you can use a normal makeup remover, but it does take lots of effort and time to take that off if you're not using their makeup remover. Okay, so the next eyeliner I have here is the Lise Watier. This is the Feline HD eyeliner. It is really, really nice. It does have a foam applicator as well, but it's not like the Stila one. So this applicator is very long and thick, so then you can kind of get a really even surface. It is that bottom eyeliner there. It is very, very black. This one is not waterproof. It is not waterproof, but you have to be careful with this one because once you put it on and you have a great cat eye, do not spray your MAC Fix Plus, your finishing spray too close to your eyes, because I do find that it will bleed if you spray it too close. If water or tears, anything like that gets too close to it, it will bleed. So be careful with that. It does apply really, really well. This one is from a drugstore. It is a Canadian brand. You can purchase it online as well, and this one is $19. So kind of a happy medium, not super expensive and not super cheap as well. So great alternative, is a great option. It does come in black and brown as well. So next is a drugstore one. It is a flop for me. It did not work. This is the CoverGirl Intensify Me. It's just a normal black eyeliner, except you can kind of see there the applicator's like a spatula. It's kind of weird. It did not apply well. So it applies really well to the hand. Very bottom line, very pigmented, but trying to apply it to the eyes, this applicator did not work. You couldn't go over it if you screwed it up. You couldn't go over it if you missed a section. And it's very hard because it's like a spatula. You kind of hit areas of the eye where you don't actually want to put eyeliner. So you have to be careful with this one. Again, this is the drugstore. CoverGirl Intensify Me. So last but certainly not least is a gel eyeliner. So I find I use gel eyeliners when I'm doing just a little tick or just one line across my eye. I don't use gel eyeliners if I want a really precise tip to my cat eye. I just find that pens work a little bit better for me, and I don't get such a precise tip if I use a gel liner. So I have heard before that the Inglot gel liner is supposed to be really, really good. I have not tried that one before. I will look forward to trying that one. But if you're in the US, that's always a great option. But here in Canada, it's a little bit harder to get. So Inglot gel liner is definitely on my list of next purchases. But for now, I just have this Smashbox gel liner. So this is just a typical black gel liner in like a pot here. This one is from Sephora as well. And I do just use a Bobbi Brown Ultra Fine Eyeliner brush. So this one's just a little guy. It's perfect to get a perfect line and then just a little tick at the end without doing like a huge wing. I did purchase this one specifically for this gel liner just because it picks up a lot of product and it lays it down really nice. Just in deep black, this eyeliner, it's a great option. I'll swatch some here on my hand. I always put it on my brush and then I tap it out in my lid. In the lid of the product. So it's the bottom one there. Super pigmented. Again, you have to be careful with this eyeliner because you have to be a little bit more skilled just because you can't get this on areas of the eye where you don't want to hit and then try and take it off. Especially if you've already done eyeshadow and such, it's so hard to take off, so you have to be very, very careful. Number one tip, again, is get a brush with a long handle. So something where your hand will have lots of area to work. If you get something short and stubby, it's a little bit harder to work with. So if you get something long and skinny, it's a little bit easier to use a gel liner. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you got a few recommendations. I hope you're going to try a few. If you know any black liquid eyeliners or gel ones that you think I'll like, leave them in the comments below because I would love to see a few new recommendations and what your guys' favorites are. So thank you again for watching and I'll see you soon.